Capital.
From Global.
Look at this. Morning, Will. My neighbour is off for a week in Cornwall. What is going on in Cornwall? Hope you're good today. It's 7 a.m.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Alright, how are we doing? Thanks for hanging out with me and waking up with Capital Breakfast. I'm Will Manning with Becky Hill, Taylor Swift, and now Hosier, all playing this morning.
This is Capital. From Global.
How are we doing there? Nice summer spending bank holiday Monday morning with me. It's Will Manning, Capital Breakfast. Have you heard the new Sabrina Carpenter album? 10 out of 10 is please, please, please.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Morning, it's 7 o'clock. It is Will Manning in for Jordan, Chris and Sean on Capital Breakfast. What have the celebrities been up to over the last 24 hours? We all care, and we're going to find out next.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Right, you've got Global Player, the official Capital app. Get on there right now. You can see me and Millie Pickles. We'll be hanging out live streaming. We're on the show next together.
This is Capital. From Global.
Hello, how are you doing for Tuesday then? Just got a 9 and it is Will Manning this week on Capital Breakfast. The showbiz coming up right now. Hosier, too sweet.
And I hope you get the belt back. Okay, thank you.
This is Capital. From Global.
How are we doing this morning then? 7 a.m. Jordan, Chris and Sean are back on Monday. Right now it's me, Will Manning. All the showbiz coming up after Benson Boone, Beautiful Things.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Oh, nice short week, Wednesday already, and it's 8 o'clock. Capital Breakfast waking you up. Let's get you going with Jazzy, Perry, Rihanna, and Sabrina. All the hits are right here.
This is Capital.
From Global.
All right, new music coming up. Sabrina Carpenter and Taste. If you've not heard it yet, you are going to love. Trust me. It's Capital Breakfast. Just got 9 a.m. We're back to it with Benson Boone.
This is Capital.
From Global.
7 a.m. Thursday morning, Capital Breakfast is on. Jordan's back on Monday, by the way. And right now it's Will Manning. He's got us another silly game with a silly name. We're playing that in a bit. Great.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Get ready, everybody. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's going to be here. I did the impression, couldn't resist. Jeff Goldblum hanging out next on Capital Breakfast for a Thursday. Yes.
This is Capital.
From Global.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. It's Capital Breakfast Thursday morning. Jordan is back on Monday with Chris, with Sean. Let's get on with Sabrina Carpenter now.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Jordan, Chris and Sean are going to be reunited on Monday morning from 6 a.m. right now. Will Manning for the final time on Capital Breakfast. All the showbiz coming up. Tom Brennan as well after Sabrina.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Friday morning at 8, we're going to catch up with Kem Setine live from Gatwick Airport next. He is going to Ibiza. We're getting the goss after Rudimental playing now.
This is Capital. From Global.
Alright, this is it, our final hour together. Jordan, Chris and Sean return Monday morning. Next to me though, Jax Jones is going to be on the phone.
Grenfell 0345 6060 973 is the number to call. You can text at 84850, but now with the time at 7:30, the news headlines come from Tim Humphrey. 30 minutes about the economic side of this equation, but what is the societal black hole that Keir Starmer is warning about? All of that is to come over the course of the next 30 minutes. But first, with the time at exactly 8:30, the news headlines from Daryl Jackson. Well, I'm sort of applying it to home as in the UK and not necessarily your own home. We'll keep going with this conversation at 0345 6060 973, but now it's 9:30 and the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. There are conversations about Keir Starmer's speech tomorrow and also, of course, the cladding issue. I will be back tomorrow from 7, and as you know, I'm going to be here for the next 3 weeks. And next Monday, we'll see the return of Cross Question. For the uninitiated, that is the panel discussion that we host live from LBC Studios in Westminster at 8 o'clock in the evening during Ian Dale's. You worried that it might be you, but now it's 7:30. The news headlines with Amelia Cox. Well, you can text us at 84850, but the time now is 29 minutes to 9, and the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. Number as well, or you can text us at 84850. The time is now 9:30, and the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. You who have got involved in that conversation, which I know is a very personal one, and I appreciate you sharing your sentiments with all of us. Thanks for all of your calls and messages throughout the evening. I will be back tomorrow from 7. Been to our conversation at 0345 6060973. Marion has texted in to say they won't have us. We're a basket case. It's 7:30. The news headlines come from Amelia Cox. Alexa to send a message to LBC. Right now at 8:32, the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. You can text at 84850, but at 9:30, the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. 73, WhatsApp messages to that number as well, please. Your texts to 84850. The time is 7:30, and the news headlines come from Amelia Cox. Emperor Xi Jinping and his new China, you know the numbers to call. The time now is 8:31, and the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. 7:30, and the news headlines come from Daryl Jackson. Oh, and don't forget that Alexa, tell it to send a message to LBC. At 7:30, the news headlines are coming from Amelia Cox. 9 minutes to 9 o'clock, the news headlines from Serena Farrow. The time is now exactly 9:30, and the news headlines come from Serena Farrow.
Activity and competitiveness. 0345 6060973. Text 84850. Ask Alexa to send a comment to LBC. You'll listen to Ali Mirage on LBC 1231 News Headlines with Tim Daly. 60973. Text 84850. Ask Alexa to send a comment to LBC. Ali Mirage on LBC 131 News Headlines. Tim Daly. Lines with Tim Daly. Necessary to address pressures on the health and social care system. 0345 6060973. Listen to Ali Mirage on LBC 230 The News Headlines with Tim Daly.
This is Capital.
From Global.
All right then, good morning. It is now 6 o'clock. I'm Niall Gray, hanging out with you here on Capital. This is Sabrina Carpenter now. Please.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Yes, good morning then. It is 7 o'clock. How are we? I'm Niall Gray with you. And getting back to the tunes now with one of the biggest songs this year. It's from Sabrina Carpenter.
This is Capital.
From Global.
All right then, good morning. It is now 8 o'clock. It's Saturday morning. I'm Niall Gray with you for another hour. Getting back to it with Post Malone.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hello, I'm Lydia Rodford. Right, Monday, 11 p.m. We're going to kick it off with Sabrina Carpenter. Please now.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Okay, it doesn't feel like it, but it is definitely Tuesday morning. This is Lydia Rodford. You've got Capital on. Let's start with Sabrina Carpenter.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Before me and you have a catch-up at 2 a.m, I've got some bangers to play you. Natasha Bedingfield, Kenya Grace, and this now, Hosier, Too Sweet.
This is Capital.
From Global.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hello, it's 3 a.m. I'm Lydia Rodford. This is still one of the biggest songs in the world right now, Shabuzi. It's a boss of Tipsy at Capital.
Different vibe.
And the kids go back to school.
Capital.
From Global.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm Meg McHugh. It's just gone 11 o'clock. And right now, here's time for Shabuzi and a bar song.
This is Capital.
From Global.
How's it going, Meg McHugh? I'm with you. Just gone midnight. And right now, I've got music to play for you.
This is Capital. From Global.
Hello, good morning. It's just gone 1 o'clock on your Monday. And right now, here's Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso on Capital.
Why? Because I've been looking after our son, my kids, that's why.
This is Capital. From Global.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Meg McHugh. On with you. It's just gone 7 o'clock. And right now, here's Post Malone and Morgan Wallen on Capital.
This is Capital.
From Global.
We are just about to go 9 o'clock on your Monday evening. Hope you're having a good one. Right now, here's Hosier and Too Sweet on Capital.